Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cameron. This week, fasten your seatbelts because we're going to be firing right into a quick game with Scoots and Higher.
So we have Cameron on IKRA Bruise, you snooze, you lose. I'm playing Yuriko Tempo. Hire's playing Kenrith Evolution. And Scoots is on Thrasios TYMNA, definitely not Razakats.
Draw for my turn. Scrubland into Sarah Ascendant and pass.
One of those games. Okay. Let's draw a card. Mine is not nearly as good of a one drop. I'm gonna have a Morphic Pool into Moth Dust Changeling. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, caught Sarah Ascendant. Misty, crack that bad boy. Go to UC, play the Lotus Petal, Soul Ring. After the Soul Ring, I will pass the turn.
Oh, untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Shock in a Breeding Pool, going to 38. Mox Opal, Chrome Mox, imprinting this to Avacyn's Pilgrim, cast a Thrasios, cast a Mox Amber,
I knew it.
Jesus.
I knew you.
and I'll cast a Wishclaw Talisman.
Yup.
Then I'm done.
I'll go to my turn. Play a Polluted Delta, and I'll crack it right away. Badlands. Cast the Dockside.
Oh no!
We get 6 treasures, 5 of them into IKRA. We're gonna go to combat. 6 at Scotty.
Take it.
I have 6 lifelink plus 6 off of IKRA here. So I'll gain 12 life and go up to 51.
I'll go to 32.
Pass the turn.
Untap, draw a card. Playing Islands. Higher, coming at you. Moth Dust Changeling. I have a Yuriko coming in instead. Yuriko trigger. Tezuko Umezawa Fugitive. 2 damage to everyone. It's in my hand and pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play land for turn, tap 2, cast an Arcane Signet, which I'm glad I didn't cast last turn. Pass the turn I played a land. Yeah, we're good to go.
I will untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Play a Misty Rainforest, Arcane Signet, cast a TYMNA. I'm gonna go to combat. 1 at Dylan.
You got it. I'll take one. I'm just realizing I have 8 cards again in my hand. I'm so sorry. I'm a cheater. I'm discarding the Seagate Restoration. My bad, everyone. Yuriko is kind of fickle because if you don't double spell on your first or second turns, you end up having to discard if you do everything correctly because Yuriko will leave you with 8 cards in hand if you don't mulligan. I should know this. Come on. Okay.
I'll trigger TYMNA. Lose 1, draw 1. I'll pass.
We'll go to my turn. I will draw a Temple Garden untapped down to 47. We'll go to combat. 6/6 flyer in the air at Scotty again, and then the Higher is going to take IKRA.
I will take
That's
6.
19, so I'll go up to 66 life.
And I will go to 23.
We'll cast a Ranger Captain of Vios.
ETB. I'm gonna snatch that ETB.
Oh, Agent, the Ranger Captain ATB.
Oh, all right, yeah, that's good. I have nothing to say about it.
Crack a Misty, and then you're good.
I'm down for Esper.
All right, you have an Esper Sentinel then. Well, it's exiled. You'll still have to cast it. I have no other plays. I will pass the turn then.
I really wanted that Esper Sentinel here, but at least I'll still be able to get the silence ability with this Ranger Captain, which is really why it's in the deck.
Go to me. Untap. Draw card. Cast Tezuko. Higher. Come at you for 1.
Sounds good.
Yuriko trigger. Reveal Spell Pierce off the top. 1 damage. Everyone, play the Misty Rainforest. I have a Deadly Relic for Opposition Agent.
Ooh, fancy. Response. Crack this for white. I'll cast an Ephemerate targeting opposition agent.
Yep, no response. That's fine.
Flicker, that's going to exile Oppo agent. We'll come back.
That'll be it for me then. I'll pass my turn.
Untap. I have an Ephemerate trigger. I will choose to cast it targeting opposition agent. Exile, then we'll come back. Get a land. 2 colorless. I'll use 1 of it to cast Esper Sentinel. I'll cast Kenrith. I will pass this turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw, I guess. I'll shock a Temple Garden, go to 19. Combat. I mean, I'm just going to be killed by Sarah Ascendant anyway. I'm going to swing TYMNA and Thrasios at you, Dylan.
I'll block TYMNA. Take 1.
I'll gain 2. Trigger TYMNA, lose 1.
I'll go to 38.
I'll go to 20. I'll draw. Pass.
Go to my turn to draw. We'll play an Exotic Orchard. Go to combat. We will hit Higher with a 6 power flyer. Come in at Scotty with IKRA this time.
No blocks.
This will be another 12 plus 7, which is 19 life.
I'll go to 17.
Pass the turn.
I'm
Go to me.
so nervous.
Draw a card. Let's go to combat. I'm going to send my 2 unblockable guys at Cameron. Yuriko trigger. Let's flip off Sakashima's Student. It's 4 damage to everyone. Woo, baby, are the stars about to align? Pretty good. Still within combat. I'm going to ninjutsu in Sakashima on Yuriko after damage. put Yuriko into my hand, have Sakashima enter as a copy of Dockside.
We can't interact with that, right?
Yeah, it just happened.
You can interact with it. It's just not a casting of a spell. So counter spells don't actually work here. There is still like a trigger, like a Dockside trigger and stuff that's happening. But that's what Cameron means, that there's no counter spells don't work in this particular spot.
You can also sack Ranger Captain of Eos.
That is probably what I'm going to have to do here. He can still get infinite mana here, even if I stack Ranger. He just won't be able to win with it.
I will be able to land on a Kenrith, which would put me in a pretty good spot.
Oh,
but
yeah. He lands on Kenrith. Oh, yeah. No,
He can win even through Ranger Captain.
Yeah, he just draws us out.
I don't even want to pop Ranger here because Dylan doesn't even need to cast any more spells to win, and he can just win on the stack.
Okay, well, I guess before you get mana, I still have responses. I guess I have the Tainted Pact now then.
Esper Sentinel trigger. You probably don't want to pay for it because you want me to have a response.
Well, I'm gonna have the response.
Oh, okay.
So.
You got it. You got
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna do some revealing. Okay. Well, it's either
response.
lose the game or keep going. This does it too. I'll stop here. This is a lot of good cards exiled, but whatever. I will cast Ask Trophy, targeting your win condition.
Okay, I have a response. I'm going to commandeer it by pitching
Holy shit.
Submerge and Mathas Changeling.
That just deserves like a little applause.
Yeah, maybe you should have popped that Ranger Captain.
I probably.
Esper trigger.
You can draw. Commandeer resolves. I'll have Assassin's Trophy hit the Ranger Captain.
What if I told you that I was going to sacrifice Ranger Captain of Eos now?
I'm gonna respond. Cast a Dark Writ. Or you can draw.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna activate Thrasios.
Jesus, what in the world? Okay, yeah.
That's a pretty good card, but it does not win the game right now. So I'm gonna bottom that. I just put Doomsday on the bottom of my library, by the way. Vamp Tutor. I can then.
Op Agent's still here.
I can't then.
But
You're a bully.
If you do Vamp Tutor, I will look for a counter spell here.
You don't have any mana, do you?
No, it has to be a free spell. But if it's a free spell that can kill something.
I don't play those. Commandeer has resolved, right?
Commandeer has, I guess. I've gained control of the Assassin's Trophy. That's what's on the stack.
Yeah.
The Ranger Captain sacrifice ability is what's on the stack.
Ability is still on the stack.
Has the Tainted Pact.
You have something that you're looking for, like swords or something?
Swords to Plowshares.
Okay.
Yeah. If I exile Oracle, I just don't have a win. Which is why I think I have to stop here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unfortunately. So I'll put that Thassa's Oracle in my hand and exile all this crap, and then I have no further responses.
So Sakashima enters as a copy of Dockside. I'll make 8 treasures still in our combat here, and then still within combat, I'll use 2 of them to Commander Ninjutsu Sakashima student back out. And then I will still do it one more time, Ninjutsu back in, and as another copy of Dockside, and make another 8 treasures, and do this
Seems like a loop.
1 billion times, and a loop with Sakashima entering as a copy of Kenrith. And then with 1 billion treasures, I'm going to put 500 activations to have everyone else draw their entire decks on the stack, and then one more.
And then one more.
That'll happen.
Yeah, buddy.
So many things had to go right for that to all work out correctly for me. Not only did I have to have the correct amount of interaction, but the opposition agent stopping Scotty from vampiric tutoring, the Kenrith already being in play, the Dockside making enough treasures. I just literally had everything work out perfectly for me. And I also got pretty lucky that Scotty hit his Thassa's Oracle before he got to hit a Swords of Plowshare. He didn't have any other ways to win in his deck, so he kind of figured that it might be like king making or a little bit of spite play to exile all of his win conditions just to look for a way to stop me and then have no real way to win on his own. There is an argument that maybe he could have won the old-fashioned way with fair beats, but against Kenrith and IKRA Bruise, I'm not really sure if that's actually possible.
I definitely did not sacrifice my Ranger Captain at the correct time. Before I cast any spells, I should have sacrificed the Ranger Captain and made sure that that resolved. I can still Tainted Pact afterwards, and then I would have gotten a free Assassin's Trophy off that would have stopped that win. That's on me. I think that IKRA Bruise may need to go a little bit more mid-rangey instead of all in on like a quick Adnaz win, because I feel like if you can just pack the deck with better creatures, even something like TYMNA in the 99, you'd be able to kind of out-grind at certain points. You can kind of like play mid-rangey or like even maybe little stacks here and there and just like have Adnaz still just be like a really, really good draw spell that you can utilize off of still having a tremendous amount of life.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder if you went towards more like a combat focused, just like creature beat strategy, if you can get it to a point where you're gaining like 100 life or something. I mean, you normally lose the game with like 80 life with this deck. If you can do that consistently, it kind of doesn't matter if your mana curve is super high. Ad nauseum can still be pretty good.
That's the thing, right? Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so at Patreon, like our $50 patrons.
Derek Vent, Byron Wang, C, Hwaji Ahmed, Anime Titties, Jacob Depp, Reese Uker, Unforeseen God, Kai Hornisher, CZ, Michael Ballou, Jan Wildfang, Adrian Grimm, Sleepy Jarvis, Tommy the Oddball, Swampy McGee, Peter Larson, Cameron James, Jormax, Ugly, Moxfield, and Baby Jeebus. Thanks, y'all.
Check out our Bonfire store for our t-shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants, and everything else.
If you want to pick up any of the cards you saw today, you can do so at our TCG Player affiliate link down below.
Check out our Alter Sleeves affiliate link for 5% off your order.
If you want to pick up any Dragon Shield product, you can do that at our Dragon Shield affiliate, which will help support the channel.
And you can check out PlayToWinMTG.com, where we have some of our OG playmats in stock there, so check that out.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time. Yes, the hand that was probably kept because of Serra Ascendant. I'm sure that's what happened here, and I'm sure that it's not going to punish me whatsoever.
One day we'll talk about how Serra Ascendant is a big old trap, but not today.
Not today.